everybody. What is up? How's it going? I'm gonna move this thing over here. But that open. That's terrible. Can I just not? We're so mildly annoying. Uh, Great is my hour of comfy music. Hook, what took you so long? Okay, so my bad. I was wrapping up something for a class that I'm taking. This is kind of loud, I think. We can lower this down. There we go. So I'm doing like summer concurrent classes, and it's like this class is a month long, and if you don't know anything about college classes, they're not supposed to be a month long. They're supposed to be longer than a month, and it is kind of stressful. So I was like, I need to get this bit done before stream so that way I'm still on pace for things. So that's what I was doing, and that took me longer than expected. But I wanted to get that done so I could work, so I could stream stress free. I'm still behind schedule actually, but like I still wanted to I still wanted to get that started up. So very sorry that that took so long. Was not the intention, but it did end up happening. You guys ready to play some Minecraft? I am. I started part of this project last night, and I was like, this is a good thing that I can do on stream and just chill out, because you know what we all need? We all need a chill day sometimes. Curious how you guys are doing. Miko, how have you been doing? It's been a while since I've heard from you, but then again, I haven't streamed in a while, so there's that. But how are you doing, Miko? I'm ready for this stream. I'm very excited. I'm messing around with some new thumbnail tools. You guys might have noticed in the thumbnail, the text is like really fancy and official looking. It's because Blockbench actually has a tool that lets you make text, like lets you make Minecraft style text, and like do whatever you want with it. So it's a really cool feature, and it's free. So if any Minecraft content creators out there who don't have a feature like that already, and you guys are like, oh my goodness, my text does not look good at all, try that. It looks really good. I'm really happy with it because it looks a lot better than what I have been using. All right. I'm glad that all the things are working. I was a little worried about that. We're gonna move this up just ever so slightly. Okay. I guess we'll change this to Discord audio. Okay. This should still be the same. Oh, it is. All right. Let's get started here. I'm excited to show you guys what the idea behind this is going to be. Oh, yikes. The lag. Oh, is the sun already going down? That's just terrible for me. Oh, kind of laggy. Actually, gonna turn off shaders while I wait for this to... Turn off shaders while I wait for my computer to catch up. Don't want it to be that laggy all day, so... Even now, it's like still kind of slow. I think it's my first time streaming in a while, so I'm gonna let the resources figure out what's going on that front. So basically, we're going to be continuing the Storage Valley project. I posted a poll a few days ago asking what you guys wanted me to do on these streams, and as far as I am aware, there was not a consensus. I think it was kind of tied for the most part. I'm trying to look at it right now on my phone. Also, if my audio is too low, please tell me, because I don't know. This is my first time streaming with this mic, so it's still a little iffy. Yeah, there did not seem to be any consensus But mainly the consensus was that it's stuff related to my projects, and that I can very much do. So basically, here's what's going on. Storage Valley is going at a slow pace. It is a good pace nonetheless, because it's important to not rush things. I don't know who that is, but that's an email to something. Basically, the Storage Valley project is going pretty good. I did a lot of stuff that I'm very happy with last night before the stream because I wanted to be ready for this and also make this area look a little bit nicer. So if you've seen episode 1 of Storage Valley, you might already, if you were paying attention to the starting bit there, you might already see something that's different. This entire area, I mean maybe not this entire area, but like a good majority of this area looked really bad. There was like a tree here. I don't even know when the tree got there, but there was a tree there. This has changed quite a bit. I kind of leveled out this area. And I'm starting to grow wheat because my idea, and I'm pretty happy with this, is to do like these big wheat fields that just go across all the sides of these hills and stuff and just make it look very cool and very nice. And kind of fill in the patches here. So today I want to get through this area. Like I want to get through here. I want to fill up here, and especially right here. But I also want to decorate it because let's face it, as cool as wheat looks when it's like all in these giant patches, just straight up wheat fields don't look super great. And I think there's a lot I could do to improve that. So that's what I want to do today. I want to look to improving that while also starting to continue these projects. So the wheat fields will probably end up reaching about this moss area on this side, just because I honestly don't super want to do anything here. I'll probably fill in this area a bit. It's gonna be a lot of terraforming, which is why I have a bit of grass here. It's not nearly as much grass as I need. I need to do something with my video settings, because Jesus, this is really bad. I don't know what the deal is there. I mean, that probably won't help that much, but it can't hurt. Is something like on in the back? Yeah, that's probably not helping me. What do you mean I haven't made changes to the site? What things do I have to do here? Yeah, let's take a look. What things am I about to miss out on if I close this site? Literally nothing. Some nonsense. What's up, Xeon? What is up? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? Alright, I think let's just get started here. Good, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Could I like fill this in at all? I think it's gonna look ugly for a while, but I think I can. I can, but like, so like eventually it'll be dirt. We're just gonna have to run with that for a minute. Just kind of hope that it fixes itself at a certain point. Gotta keep getting texts. I'm trying to think of things I can talk about because it has been a while since I have streamed. But I've been like kind of on a roll with content recently. I mean, it's not all been normal YouTube content, but it's still been content. The Crafting Table podcast, by the way, if you guys have not seen it, it is in the description. So, go check it out when you get a chance if you have not already. Good podcast. I think we're doing good. I think we've been getting better every episode, so that's always a plus when you see improvement. And as the guy editing all of them, I do notice the improvement. I want this to be evened out way more than it is right now. So like the podcast has been doing good, I think. It's been doing way better on YouTube than it has been on Spotify. Spotify statistics are still really bad. There was one really funny thing when I went on to the Spotify creator page like a few days ago, and it was like, hey, you got to be telling people to follow on Spotify. And I was like, okay, you're probably right. I probably should. The thing is that I don't really, on like podcast episodes, I'm usually not like, oh, by the way, be sure to follow, because the podcast is uploaded to my account. Like, we don't have a podcast account, and that's on purpose, because here was my thing with that, is that I wanted to make sure that like we were at least seeing some performance, like good performance from like stats perspective. And I mean, we are, at least view wise, we are for sure on the podcast episodes. But I was like, oh, I want us to be able to at least see some good metrics pretty quickly. And I was like, I don't think we can get that if we do a like new channel for the podcast. So I was like, I think we do this instead. So I never want to be like, guys, like follow and subscribe, because it's my channel. It's not like a collaborative channel. So I feel like I would feel bad about being like, by the way, guys, please follow this podcast. But if you're on YouTube, then you're actually just following me. But do it anyways, because it's like, it is a group thing. I for sure, like, this podcast would be not nearly as entertaining without Johnny and Subminer. I like having them with me is so fun in these episodes, because it allows me to do more things. It lets me like actually have conversations with people about this game, which is just one of those things that if you're in a podcast, you kind of need to have conversations. It's why you're hard pressed to find a podcast that's like a discussion podcast that has one dude. It's like, I dare you find me a like very popular one that is just run by one guy and there's only one guy on it. You're not likely to find it. And that's just simply because it's kind of hard to do on your own. So I'm always grateful to them for joining me on this project, because they absolutely did not have to. I asked like, I think 2 other people, maybe just one other person, if they wanted to do it, and they said no. But Johnny and Subminer agreed. So I'm very grateful that they helped out with that. What was my original point? Oh yeah, the following on YouTube. So it's like, it's for that reason that I don't want to be like, guys, follow on the YouTube that isn't all of ours, it's just mine, give me the stats, just because I would feel bad doing that. But Spotify's probably not wrong, because Spotify is a thing that it's like that is operated differently. I'm still the one that has the account on Spotify, but that is a new account type thing. Like, the podcast stats are separate from my own YouTube stats. So I probably do need to get better at that. But anyway, the point of this story is that Spotify was like, you should have 15 followers at this point with these stats, given the performance of other podcasts of similar stature. And I was like, 15 feels like a lot for a show with 2 episodes and a pretty small Spotify standings. And I was looking at the stats, and it was like, yeah, so episode 1 has 5 streams, and I was like, okay, all of those streams, all those guys were supposed to follow after 1 episode, really? Okay, it was a little harsh. And then they were like, oh, and also episode 2 has like 4. And I'm like, that math doesn't work. What do you mean I'm supposed to have all these followers? The math isn't mathing. There is like that's not the math isn't even there. There's no possible way. They wanted me to have more followers than I had streams. I'm really happy that you got to do this and really hope your future is gonna go good. I feel the bright life ahead of you. I hope you be watching. Oh, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Well, what does that mean? Hold on. It just says nah. Oh, nah to the Spotify thing. What is that language? I'm so confused. It's translated on the... It's translated in... Like, on this, like, live chat on stream. But it did not translate for me in the actual chat. Do you guys see this? Yeah, I deciphered that bit. It's like I don't even know how to describe the symbol. I guess I could just show you all. Can I even show you guys? Hold on. I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can. I like tabbed out of everything that was gonna show me what I was wanting. Yeah, hang on. It's like I need to lower the brightness of this. It's right there. It's like it's not even nah. I don't know what language that is, but it's only appearing on like the actual live chat. And then when I hover over it, it translates it. And then it's translated on the thing. So that's weird. I don't know what the deal with that is. That's a new one for sure. I was about to say, do I not have rockets anymore? I'm trying to figure out how many buildings. Oh my god. That could have been bad. I'm trying to figure out how many buildings I want to do in Storage Valley. Because here's the thing, like when I was looking at episode 1 last night, I was just like hovering or like skimming through it. Because I've already watched it, y'all. Do I have any wheats for you guys? Because I gotta get that started. I was skimming through it. And a lot of my like original sketches that I did, not really sketches, but like original layouts, is probably the better word, have like just full buildings in it. And I was realizing that all of my builds for this project have been in caves. Ignore that one. That's a secret. You don't get to see that yet. It's not technically finished, but the video is done recording. But that's a secret. But it's like, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, because you can already see I have paths laid out here. So I'm going to do two more, sorry. I'm going to do 2 more cave or cliffside storage rooms. And then that's kind of it as far as that goes for a while. There's not a lot of cliffside land that's really storage roomable, except probably here. You could maybe do 2 here, and even then it's a bit of a stretch. So that like it's a little tricky on that front because that's kind of it. So the Storage Valley ends here. So it's like let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So Storage Valley ends at this cliffside, which this is like really dangerous. This cow knows it's dangerous, that's why he's hiding. I don't actually think I've explored down there. I probably should do that at some point. So like Storage Valley ends on this line here. And basically I'm gonna have to do a lot of terraforming because my idea is for over here, we're gonna have like a bridge that comes all the way down and like probably ends about here. That actually might be too far. Probably like right here. But even then, it's still a pretty large bridge type thing. Bridge, stairwell. It's probably gonna be more like a stairwell than a bridge. Press. But basically, that comes over to here to the village, and that's how I'm getting there. Because if you do not watch episode 1, my goal is to build my way to the village, because I don't want to just get access to all that stuff immediately, because I want to keep myself engaged and challenged in this world. So it's like, that's why I don't have max gear, even though I've been on this world for 250 plus days. It's like I'm taking this very slowly. But basically, we got 2 more storage rooms, maybe 4 more cliffside storage rooms. But then, as far as everything else goes, I think everything is going to have to be like physical buildings, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I actually think it'll help a lot, because a big issue with this area is that I fear it's going to be very just open and basic looking. That has got to be fixed so quickly. I really screwed that up by taking that grass. I think I can just like hair this out and fix that. That is bad. See, look. Oh, what am I doing? It's that. See, look. It's you can barely even notice it. Kind of. I could probably make that grass, but you can barely even notice that was used to be a thing. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to do buildings. I'm for sure doing like a giant tower in the middle here. I have a really cool idea for that. I have not designed it yet, but I'm thinking about it. And I think I could do like a big tower, and that'll be like my primary storage room, where I keep all of the main blocks, like dirt blocks, wood blocks. Because storage issues have actually only gotten worse since I started this project. That is not a joke. Let me show you all what I'm talking about real quick, because wasting time is what I love to do on this world. Another issue, I really need rockets, because this is just a trip that I'm getting so tired of making. It's a long trip, guys. It's like 200 blocks. And sometimes this like elytra hopping doesn't really work. Let me show you all the storage issue. If you couldn't tell already by the fact that my house looks just terrible right now. We just have random things in here. This is just basically an empty chest that just all this stuff has nowhere to go. Just full of wood from the sheep farm project. This is a mess, and this is also a mess. This has 1.7 thousand light blocks of sand in it. No one needs that much sand. I'm never gonna use that much sand. I don't know why I have that much sand, but I do. It is genuinely absurd. First when I saw the stream, I thought it was going to be hardcore, because me personally, I don't mess with hardcore servers. I've never seen your past streams. I have done a few hardcore videos. I don't know if they're up anymore. I don't think they are. I think they got unlisted in the Great Purge. I hate hardcore so much, because I don't know if you guys know this, I'm not good at this game. I am really bad at this game. I died like 3 times in the dragon fight, and I have keep inventory on. I'm gonna tell you, if I did not have keep inventory on, all my motivation would have been gone instantly, because it's like I had so much stuff. Like, I think this is the close to being the gear that I would have used on the dragon fight. And before you're like, what do you have keep inventory on? I have keep inventory on because this world is for me to have fun in. I genuinely don't care. It's, if you want to play this game with keep inventory, there's zero judgment from me, because I do it all the time. Because sometimes it's just more fun. It's kind of a pain, and it's also really frustrating when you lose all your stuff that you've worked really hard for. So I never judge anyone for using keep inventory. Anyways, yeah, I don't like hardcore, especially as a forever world, because it defeats the purpose. I forget who it was. It might have been Lagundo. You guys watch Lagundo? He recently started a forever world. He was talking about how, like, he personally does not like the concept of a hardcore forever world, because hardcore as a concept, the odds are you're gonna die to something, right? It's like even the like bigger hardcore YouTubers have died in their worlds and have been like, well, this was planned to be the forever world, so we're just in normal survival now. Like, what was the Wildez, I think is the guy's name. He's a hardcore YouTuber that I watch quite a bit. He does some crazy things. But he died, I think, in one of his recent videos. And he was just like, yeah, I'm just like on, yeah, we're just doing normal world now. We're not We're not doing hardcore world. Maybe it wasn't Wildest. It might have been. I really don't know. I think that sounds right though. But he was like, yeah, it's just normal world, but like I'm gonna punch myself if I die from now on. Which is like, it's a great way to do that, but also, yeah, it's like hardcore worlds just aren't likely to be your forever worlds because they're hardcore. It's one death and that's it. The world's basically gone unless you just cheat back to the world. So I don't super get the point of a hardcore forever world, and I just don't like hardcore because I'm not good enough at this game to be doing hardcore. So. But yeah, that is my opinion on that. I'm sure there are a lot of people who like the challenge in hardcore, but I'm also not one of those people that likes challenging games. I've had a bunch of challenging video games in my library at certain points. What could be a forever world if you're really good at hardcore, but I highly doubt anyone that would be that good to have a forever world hardcore. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I agree. Like, you probably could have a hardcore forever world. It's just you would have to be good enough to keep it the entire time, and there aren't a lot of people that it's like the concept of a hardcore forever world is basically you have to uh hang on. What was I saying? I don't remember. Hang on, I'm working out things for later. I'm having dinner with my dad tonight at a pizza place, and then we're going to see a movie at like 6:40, and there's like the timing on this situation is not good for us, simply because we have to we have to get at the pizza place fairly early, and then we have to be getting food and eat the food in time to go to the movie. And I also really don't want to put food like that in my car, because my car is pretty new. Like it's not brand spanking new, but it's brand new to me. It's gonna bring a bed over here. I'm so tired of this trip. It's new for me, and I don't want it to be smelling like pizza immediately. I say immediately as if I haven't had it for like 2 months now, but even then, gotta treat the car nice for like a year, and then and then I'm like, okay, now we can leave the pizza in there for an hour. But it's also like, if pizza in there for 2 hours, it just feels like a bad idea. What the hell was I talking about? A hardcore world. Like, yeah, you'd have to be that. Oh, I remember now. Like, to do a hardcore world as your forever world, you would have to be very good. But it's also so unlikely that you're not gonna slip up at a certain point and like die to something stupid. Because like a lot of people will just forget and like they'll just leave the game AFK or something, and then that's how they die. Like I've seen that so many times. And I'm just thinking I would be genuinely devastated if I died because I just forgot to pause the game. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I don't know why I was using my silk touch there. I feel like I just need to turn up the master volume of this to like 50 maybe. I can never tell how loud this game should be and how quiet it should be because I also can't tell how loud the music is because I have it turned down so low. Because I find it kind of hard to talk while music is going, but I also want music to be playing for you guys because it would be slightly awkward if it was just like, all right, so then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm just sitting there for like 3 minutes in silence. Really awkward and very annoying for you guys. So I was trying to have something playing. I think I used this playlist a lot like a while back, and I haven't used it in a bit. And then I was looking for music to have while I was waiting to start the stream, and I was like, oh, I recognize this playlist. Do that one. Here's the worst part about doing these large wheat field things. It's the fact that you have to wait so long. It's starting to come in, and I still think it's not going to look amazing when it does finally come in, but it's getting there. What I'm not entirely sure of, and I want to test this out, because I think I have some empty I have some empty bottles that I can make water bottles, is if I can get mud without going to a mangrove. Like, I know it's easier to go to a mangrove for mud, but as you can see, I don't have one up here anywhere, I don't think. Yeah, not that I am aware of. Maybe down there, but probably not. Like let's do this. How far away is a mangrove? We'll never know. They said no cheating on live. Yeah, guys, that's 6,000 blocks away. I ain't getting mud. We gonna have to find a new way to make mud. I ain't doing all that. I don't even know what direction that is. No idea what direction that is. Do I have bottles anywhere? I probably do. Probably not here, though. Oh, look, gunpowder. Take a bit of this for some rockets. I have these for some reason. I don't super know why. I probably need to, hold on. Do I actually need more nether wart? Because I think this is still full. Oh, it's not full at all. Okay, so I do need to get more nether wart. Actually, no, I think I split the nether wart in half because I wanted to make a nether wart farm, and I have not done that. So actually, we might like pause this project at a certain point and start making a nether wart farm, so that way I can do potions and stuff. I don't know where I'm going. I'm looking for glass, and I don't know where glass is anymore. Keep hitting that signpost. Do I have glass here? Who is messaging me? It's Subminer. He's saying vague things. He's saying less vague things. He's no longer being vague. Like, do I not have glass somewhere? I used glass recently, and I smelted so much glass. It said also. People always judge me for like sending messages in these giant paragraphs. And I'm like, guys, I hate it when I'm messaging someone and they just like say one word and then I have to wait. That or my next gripe and my reason as to why I send paragraph long texts is when I am messaging in like a group and then someone says something or the person I'm texting says something that immediately like undermines my paragraph. I don't want to start a sentence and not be able to finish my thought because the person immediately says something that contradicts it. I don't understand the context at all to that bit, but okay. Where's my glass? Where did it go? I thought I had some. What am I even looking for glass for? Mud. Right, that's right. I'm losing it, guys. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Why am I looking for mud? I don't need mud right now. There's no reason that I should be looking for that right now. Jesus, I'm going crazy. I've got to clear my inventory at a certain point. Okay, so now, ooh, jeez. This is what I'm talking about. It's like, oh my god, look at how nice it looks now. All been caved over. None of this was here centuries ago. The issue with this is that I have to like figure out how I am going to. I don't know how this is gonna help me at all, but yeah, whatever. It's like I have to figure out ways to terraform this where it's not like screwing up. Which is kind of hard. Let me tell you something that is just very annoying is anything that involves water underground. Very frustrating. I think I can actually hide this one. At least I think so anyways. We can find out in a bit. Like, I'm not hiding it here, but I need water to grow plants, because that's how plants work. So I don't know why I keep placing the water immediately. It's just, for some reason, that's just my instinct is just place water, move on. I'm like, nope, that I was about to do it again. I scrolled over. You all saw that. As I was complaining, but God, I don't know why I keep doing this. I was about to do it again. Like, the issue is how far over you go, and that's the bit that I don't super have down yet. I have a feeling I am probably going to need to make more of these at a certain point. We will see. I've seen so many movies recently, and it has just been genuinely kind of insane. Because like, I don't, it's just, this is just the summer of movies is what this is currently ending up being. Because there's been a lot of things that have come out. I saw the Backrooms movie. I don't know if you guys have seen the Backrooms movie. It's pretty good if you like the Backrooms. If you don't, it's like just an okay film. I was talking to some minor about this because he is a bigger Backrooms fan than I am. I really liked the movie, but I liked it for like the same reasons a film buff that's like, I had nightmares from the Backrooms movie. Did you? The guy, the monster is really creepy. I'll give you that one. I'll actually give you, I'll give you that one. My friend group that I went with, like some of us were supposed to go out to dinner after, and one of them that was gonna go with us was like, I can't eat after that movie, and we were like, that's crazy. And you know, I'll give you that one. But it's like one of the reasons that I like the Backrooms movie is cinematography, which is the most like, oh, I'm very knowledgeable about movies. I know quite a bit. It's such a like a film buff, like critic type thing to say, is like, oh, the cinematography was incredible. But like it genuinely is. Kane Parsons, I think is the name. I think I got that right. Like if that man makes a movie with a good story, I genuinely think he could be one of the best directors of like the modern era. If he continues to make movies and makes movies with good stories, because that was honest to God the biggest issue with the Backrooms. Like, minor spoilers here for those of you who have not seen the Backrooms. This movie has no story, and it kind of knows that, but it like tries to tell a story and it just falls flat each time, which is really disappointing, because it could absolutely tell an amazing story. And it just, I think it needed, I did it again. I think it needed like 30 minutes extra to tell the story that I wanted to tell. It's a really short movie that sets up a lot and doesn't super get a great payoff, and I really hate that, because I think it could have been really good in that aspect, and it just did not get the chance to be, which kind of sucks. I did it again. I keep doing it. I need this to go out of my hotbar. That bit kind of frustrated me, but it's like it's a pretty scary movie. Not in the jump scare aspect, more so in the aspect of, at least in my opinion, the movie does a really good job at making you yourself feel trapped in like every scene. Every scene is shot in a way where you feel really closed off, and it is a very good way to highlight that. To be honest, I just want to be real with everyone. I was only there for the movie. I didn't care about the story or anything. I was only there for the characters and only the entities. Yeah, I think most like Backrooms fans were there to see Backroom stuff, and it doesn't super deliver on that. Zombies. Oh my god, have they invaded underground? They have. I didn't light it up enough. Oh wait, I can't show that yet. Yeah, it's, I guess if you're there to watch a movie about spooky entities in the Backrooms, that bit does not super get delivered, but the entities they do show are really freaky. But it's like, cinematography's great. Direction itself is really good. It's just, it falls flat in a few areas. The ending's pretty rushed, which is never good, especially for a movie that for sure needed to like properly explain things. I've started to piece stuff together after the fact, but it's like, when I got out of the movie, I was like, I have no idea what was going on, but the movie looked cool, so there's that. But it did leave me interested enough that I also walked out and I was like, I could watch an hour-long explanation video about this movie and actually want to do that. It's like, should I have to watch an hour-long explanation video about this movie? No. But did I want to? Yes. So it at least has that going for it. I'm not gonna undersell that bit. Like, it's an okay movie, but if you're a big Backrooms fan, I think there are a lot of things that you could appreciate about it that a regular moviegoer wouldn't. Because like people who knew nothing about the Backrooms have walked out and they've been like, this is really terrible. But people who did know something about it, they were like, that was pretty good. I much prefer what they did with the Backrooms than if they did a movie and were like, okay, this is a hour and a half long movie where a guy is exploring the Backrooms and that's it. I would have been so unbelievably bored and upset if that was the case, because that is just a boring movie concept. But they did some really good psychological horror. So it's like, I gotta give credit where credit's due. There's definitely room to improve on that movie, but it's still a pretty decent enough end product. The other movie I saw was Obsession. You all are not old enough to see Obsession, do not go see Obsession. I cannot say this enough. If you are not old enough or cannot take intense scary movies, don't do it. This isn't like this is not a challenge. Please don't go see that movie if you cannot take it. Because y'all, I watched this movie and I was scared. I don't get scared of many horror things to a point where I'm like, can we be done now? I have not been scared of things in that way for a long time. And that movie that movie brought back some fears of like, good lord, please make it stop. That was a scary movie. Scary movie from a guy who makes comedy sketches on YouTube, by the way. Genuinely absurd. That man is like a psychopath or something. Constructing some crazy things. That movie was funny for me at the start, at least. Was not funny at all at the end. But at the start, it was like really bad acting. And I'm like, please do not let this be 2 hours of just terrible acting. And then everyone locked in. And I was like, dang, all right, my bad. I shouldn't have said nothing. Just because you said that I'm going to go see the movie? No. It is rated R and for a good reason. So seriously, if you guys are not old enough to go see it, probably don't. Or have your parents review stuff first. Because like, yeah, it's intense. But like it was scary, so they at least had that. I've seen Mandalorian and The Sheep Detective in the same week. That was the same week that I saw those two movies. I liked one of them way more than the other. It was the Sheep Detective movie. I liked that so much more than the Mandalorian movie, and I'll explain why. The Mandalorian movie is such an okay movie, and that is all it has going for it. I was talking to when we were going to see the Backrooms. I was talking to that friend group, and they were like, "I heard that the Mandalorian movie is really bad," and I was like, "It wasn't bad. It was just super mid." And they were like, "Yeah, but you can just throw around the word mid a lot now." And they're like, "Yeah, this is just the definition of a mid movie because it does nothing." There have been so many things that have been being developed in the Star Wars movies and then the shows, not the movies, sorry, like just the shows basically. And I was like really excited to see some continuation of that in theaters. And just it does nothing. It does nothing for Star Wars. It does nothing for the plots of any of these movies. And sorry, not movies. God, I keep saying movies. It does nothing for the plot of any of these shows. And it's just not that good. I like the acting is pretty subpar, which is very disappointing, especially because like they have actresses like Sigourney Weaver, who is a good actress by the way, and is in my opinion not a very good performance from her. Like I do not know what the deal was. Dave Filoni's in it like 30 different times, and I don't know why. There are a lot of people who won't know who Dave Filoni is, but to those of us who do, it's just like, why are you here? Dave was like, this is my time to shine. I have to be in this Star Wars movie. And everyone was like, no, Dave, you really don't. You really don't need to be in this movie. And he was like, but I do. And everyone said, no, please just, you don't need to be here. He said, but I have to be in this movie. My time. They all said, Dave, please stop. It's like, it's weird in that aspect. It's for sure just a movie that was intended to sell merch and to be a fun movie for the family. And in that aspect, I have to say it succeeded. It is a fun family movie, and I think there are going to be a lot of families who go and see it, who like The Mandalorian show, who like Star Wars, and are going to be very happy with the end product of that movie. It's just as someone who is more like as someone who's like more focused on the larger Star Wars story, I wanted to see more and I did not see more. And I think that bit annoys me. I for sure wanted to see more on that aspect and it just does not deliver there. I'm trying to figure out like where the water is ending here, and it's kind of a struggle, but I think it happens to. I don't know what the range is because I thought it was like 2 blocks around, and I think it's for sure more than that. But I just don't know how exactly the range. Maybe it's not more than that. It's like it's just a pretty okay movie. It was fun, but I think it could have done more. Then like the next day, I went to go see Sheep Detectives, and that movie was pretty good. Like it was funny. It was like I don't want to say it had a lot of deep meanings, but it was still a good movie. I'm just not even gonna worry about it. I genuinely don't care about this grass block being in my way. This is very hard to see. Like it was still a good movie. So it's like if it comes out on streaming and you haven't seen it, you know, go check it out. I think it's worth a watch if you just have an afternoon to do nothing. What you can check that out for sure. It was a very fun movie. They had a few things that I was like, I kind of need the explanation here because I, as a normal person, don't know everything about sheep. They just like keep mentioning things about sheep, and they're like, "Yep, this is ingrained in sheep culture," and I'm like, what? Why?" Like, there's something with like winter sheep, and they're like, they really hate the winter sheep, and I'm like, was not expecting the sheep racism plot in this movie, but okay. I guess that's happening. and then they never explain why they just hate winter sheep. They never bring it up to its fullest. It's like core part of this movie, and they never explain it in its fullest. And I don't really know why. That bit irked me. But like all in all, it was a fun movie. A lot of people think that the twist is predictable, and I'm like, I would much rather have a predictable twist than a twist that I had no possible way of knowing. Because I've watched so many murder mystery things where they're like, it was obviously you, and I'm like, he has been on the screen for 5 minutes. How did anyone know this? So that has happened before. I'm just gonna turn this into a, oh, it did stay. I think it's gonna dry up eventually, but until it does, we're just gonna keep it. And they're like, it was that guy, and I'm like, okay, how long has he been on the screen? 2 minutes tops. It's like, how would I have known that? We've never seen this dude. And that happens so much, and it drives me absolutely insane. I'm pretty good. No, my hour of comfy songs to relax to is ending. No. We're doing 2 hours of chill video game music now. Hopefully I don't get copyright strike by Nintendo. I'm for sure gonna need another one right here. See, we're learning from our mistakes. For sure, another one like right here too. Can I just like go get my extra buckets? Can I just do that so I just have water on hand? I also need to stop by the places and like put all this away where it needs to go. You go here, you go here. Actually, you don't go here anymore, but I think you are here anyways. Where'd that stone go? Yeah, that does not go in here anymore. Okay. But yeah, it was a fun movie. And tonight I'm seeing the Nate Bargatze movie, the one about the dad whose wife like goes away on a trip or something, and then he has to take care of his daughters, and for some reason that's like the end of the world for him because this dad has never done anything. And I'm like, Nate, for just the sake of your family, I really hope this is not an accurate depiction of how this man runs things when his wife leaves the children. Oh god, do you guys see what I see? Back. These losers keep showing up at my doorstep and they just keep stalking me. It's insane. Like they just keep appearing. Where are you guys? I know you're around here somewhere. Oh, hey, that's a gun. I really don't want any of that. Where's your friend? Where's your buddy old Pat? Oh, hey. Stuck the, oh shoot. Stuck the landing. Loser. Got away. Alright, are you dead? Oh my god, just tried to snipe me. Did you guys see that? I'm impressive. I have to give him a little bit of credit for it. Are you just gonna die? Yes, you are. What was it? Right, Nate Bargatze movie. I really like Nate Bargatze. He's a really funny comedian. There's like, there's an SNL sketch. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's kind of old at this point, but it's basically it's a joke about all the things in America that like don't make a whole lot of sense just because of how everything else is. It's like there's one bit and he's like, there will be 2 systems of measurements. One will be like measuring temperature. One will be used by the entire world and one will be really stupid. We will use the stupid one. And it's just like, it's things like that that are really funny. I like, for my communication class, I did a whole routine with that, and I had to do it alone. There's 5 people in that sketch, and I had to do it completely solo. I had like I had slides set up and everything, and I was like, all right, we're doing this one completely alone. That's how we're doing this now. Just me doing this sketch. So I was gonna try and get like my other classmates that I like some of my friends in there that I was with. I was gonna have them help me, and my teacher was like, "No, you can't do that." I was like, "What do you mean I can't do that?" And they were like, "It has to be a solo sketch," and I'm like, "That's really annoying." But I made it work. I made it work, so it ended up being fine. I'm like moderately excited for this movie. I don't think it's gonna be very good, but I didn't think that the Backrooms was gonna be very good, so I can always be surprised. Then again, depending on who you're talking to, the Backrooms wasn't good, so maybe my opinion on that isn't the most credible. But yeah, I've not seen. I don't think I've seen any other movies. Well, I say as if I haven't seen 4 in like the last 5 days. It's absolutely an absurd number of films. Been a movie-heavy couple weeks for me. And then He-Man's coming out soon. I'm seeing that, I think, twice. Once with my dad, and then another time with a group of friends that are very much more into He-Man than I am, but I always like He-Man. I watched a lot of He-Man as a kid. I fear that I might actually be old for knowing about He-Man, because I guarantee you there are a bunch of kids who have never seen anything related to He-Man, and that makes me very sad. Mainly because it makes me feel like I'm 80, and I'm not. I don't know if you guys knew that. I'm not 80. I know, shocking. Every day, somehow, people find a way to make me feel older than I am. It's like you always think older people are exaggerating when they're like, "Oh, you kids these days, you make me feel so old." They're not. They're not exaggerating. Not at all. It is an accurate representation of how people feel. Because it's like, I think about this every once in a while. There are kids who were born after Avengers Endgame came out. Like there are people who are watching Marvel movies and they're like, "Oh my god, I got caught up. I had to watch everything because I had never seen it because I wasn't alive." Like there are kids who that is the case, and I'm like, this disappoints me greatly and makes me feel like I'm 80. By the way, if you are one of those kids, no shame to you. You just make me feel old. No shame at all. You just make me feel like I'm 300 years old. But no shame. As I say while sounding like I'm shaming you. Oh, jeez. Kids these days. I'm not like chronically online. Believe it or not, the YouTuber is not online or is not in touch with all the online stuff as many people would assume the YouTuber is. But I'm like not chronically online, and it results in me not knowing about a lot of things on the internet until like someone in my friend group is like, "Oh my god, you haven't seen this thing?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Because that has happened before. Like my online friend group will be making a like they'll be referencing a meme, and I'm like, "What? Like you haven't seen this thing?" I'm like, "I don't even know what you're talking about." And then they're proceed to like bully me for not being chronically online because for some reason that's the issue there. I did it too fast. I think this should be working now. At least some people here actually touch grass because there are little kids out there and even adults who don't know what a shower is. That's true. That is true. At least we have the people that still touch grass. That is for sure true. I think I'm gonna have to like just fill in water in random spots, which really annoys me because I think it makes this look very ugly. But I don't super have much of a choice here. If I pour it down like this, can the water spread? Will it spread across the various layers of this? I have yet to find someone who's still doing the chicken jockey meme, and I fear the day that I do. Because I'm like, how are you online 24/7 and also outdated? Yeah, we were like for the podcast game, we were trying to like plan whatever our next game is, because basically Johnny's gonna be gone for a solid few weeks, and I was like, we gotta work out what we're gonna be doing and how we're gonna do it, because like we gotta be able to do games or like some activities, but at the same time it's kind of hard to do a game when one of the people organizing them is the one with the answers. So it's like we had to figure out some way to do this. And we were gonna do one that was like, am I the a-hole? But like Minecraft stuff. First off, we're not doing that because one, I don't want to censor all that. Two, Minecraft players are the most boring people of all time, I've determined. Because you would think that Minecraft is one of those games that it's like you see server dramas and it's these kids and they're like getting really aggravated about things in their Minecraft servers. And you would think, oh my god, there has to be some crazy stories from these people on these Minecraft servers. No. Not only are there no crazy stories, the stories that do exist are either really petty or not funny at all. One of the stories was just my friend got us kicked out of the Minecraft screening, which by the way was one of the more recent ones. Got us kicked out of the Minecraft screening for just yelling. The friend was for sure in the wrong there, but it was still just like, what do you mean this is the most recent thing? But that's what the chicken jockey thing reminded me of, was that Reddit comment thing thread. We're in a national deficit of funny Minecraft, like of people being mean in Minecraft and then being like, guys, was that too much? And then other people being like, dude, it's a block game, calm down. And then other people being like, no, you were the scum of the earth right there. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, guys. And they're like, yeah, no, you're the worst. And other people being like, no, you're fine. It's like, I've seen so many am I the a-hole things, and it's like the funniest stuff. You're like, that is absolutely insane that even happened. And then you see others and it's like, that was really boring. And I cannot find any funny ones. Until I find a bunch of funny ones, that is not happening on the podcast. Oh, hey, Gab. My least favorite YouTuber ever. Gab, I finally found your secret Minecraft account thing that you were talking about like a couple months ago. Probably wasn't even a couple months. It was probably so much longer ago than that. But like the account that you were like, no, I'm not telling you. It's this one. I realized when you commented on the on my Storage Valley video, and I was like, oh my god, it's that account. I found it. Yeah, do you remember? It was like it was so long ago at this point, but there was a like you were talking about how you were making content, and we were all like, "Oh my God, can we see the channel?" And you were like, "No, no, you can't see it. Like you didn't tell us what the channel was." But I'm pretty sure it's this channel that you're on right now. That is my current belief, my current theory, my current game theory, or YouTube theory, I guess. It was for sure not a few months ago. As I'm thinking about it, it's so much longer ago than that. Well, then again, like, I, why didn't you guys tell me that that was close to breaking? None of you said anything. It's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. I watched a game theory yesterday, and it was like, "Are swords better than magic?" And it was it was like a quick sponsored video, and I was like, "I'll watch this." I mean, like, man made some arguments. I don't know, like, if you're doing really good, like 25 average concurrent for all my lives. Dang, dude, that's crazy. That is really good. I need sticks, and I think I have sticks back base, which I need to go there anyways for my enchanting setup. For my mess of an enchanting setup. Can you do a tour? Last I've seen your world was the mob storage vid. Yeah, I guess I can do a tour. I need sticks first, so I can get a new hoe. Hopefully another good one, because that one was pretty good. I probably need to put mending on it. But I don't actually think I have a mending book on me yet. Oh, and by the way, I made a new Discord because my Discord account was set up as like 13. Oh, at like 13. Like you have an entire. So like, how are you joining stuff online? Did you? How is that working? I made a new Discord. Can I just do this? Because I just don't want to make. What does that mean? What do you mean? Why? Where are all my things? On Discord unless I get employed. What is that? I don't know what being employed has to do with that one, but what do you mean what stuff? I mean like online, like Discord servers. If you have a new Discord account, how are you joining those? Unless I'm just losing my mind. Do I not have any levels? I have no levels. I need this. This is so annoying. This is why I need glass, guys. Okay, well that's smelting. I guess we can do world tour. All right, so this is house. House bad. House is not good. Bad house. I am. It's on my to-do list. You can search for Discord servers and join them, and private ones I can just add my friends about. Oh, I didn't know that that was a public server. So like somewhere on here, yeah, I have make home look nicer. So that this is project that's on back burner, but this the house needs a makeover, especially because it was like originally designed as being my place to do all the things. That's why there was like storage, even though it wasn't a whole lot of storage. But now I don't need just a house to do all the things in because I have a lot of dedicated buildings for that. This is the wheat farm. I just broke it. Um, pretty mediocre wheat farm, and it was never meant to be much more than just a mediocre wheat farm. But you know, this is the barn. I'm actually pretty okay with this build. It's very small, which is fine for what it is. It's always been meant to be like a temporary build. To have my cow farm in it. I do have a plan for like a really big cow farm, and that's a whole different story thing that I'm doing. That I'm not gonna spoil yet, but I have a big idea for the cow farm, etc. Like with that related project. This is the tree area. My trees used to just be just kind of scattered. I think in the first Storage Valley video, you can see the tree farm quote unquote, and how it used to look, and I made it look nicer. It still is like a little rough, but I don't super care. It's just meant to hold trees. It's really not that deep. This area looks pretty bad. I don't super love this bit. I kind of just start placing blocks. Go faster, your pizza frog, not pizza sloth. Haha, I do get it. That's funny. Made me laugh. Hee hee. Haha. There's tree farm. Armadillo XP farm over here is currently empty, so that is why I'm waiting on the glass to smelt so I can get that taken care of, because I do need some XP. Got enchanting and brewing set up back here. I'm planning on building like an enchanting building and a brewing building at a certain point, but that is a project that's just not even on the list of things right now, and it's probably gonna be like back here. This is my chicken pen thing, and there's my chicken. I don't know his name anymore. He does have a name. Not like he doesn't have a name tag, but he does have a name, I think. I don't remember what it is though, but he has a name. Now we're entering like the mining area. We have a auto smelter that is really overcomplicated, because here's the fun thing about auto smelters that I only now know. These things will only reach about here before just completely catching up and then not continuing. So basically all of these chests, sorry, not chests, all these furnaces never have been used. Extra achievements to this world, it gives so much more to work forward to. Like the extra achievements mod, you mean? Is that what you're talking about? I do really like this bridge. It's a cozy little bridge. It doesn't lead to anything right now, but I wanted to throw that in there because I really like this bridge. I like this area. It just says nature, just because it's very compact. I mean, like, I could add the extra achievements mod into here, but I already have like 12,000. Jesus. I already have so many things that I want to do in this world that I don't super want to focus on the achievements right now. But if I ever get to a point where I'm like, I'm just going to do a bunch of achievements, then I'll add it at a certain point. But I don't think I super need to right now, just because I still have a lot of things that I want to do. No, I know it's not like it'll affect my gameplay, but I just don't feel the need to do that. I have no interest in the advancements at the current moment. Like I said, I'm sure at a certain point I will go for a bunch of advancements and mess around with that. Before we go to the backside of that area, I also just really like the steam pipes things up there. This is like my armory thing. I don't super know what the point of it is. It's just a building that I made. It doesn't really serve a purpose. It's like a building I don't enter at all. This is the area that gets used the most. I just have things in here that I actually probably need to move at this point. But yeah, I come over here every once in a while, and it's really just for the anvil. This is my ore storage, which I kind of like it as an idea. My execution of the idea was not amazing. The dome thing needs work. If I was going to rebuild this, I would redo this entirely. The roof is not amazing. I don't love it that much. Again, I liked the idea of it a while ago when I was designing it, and it's just not great anymore. I'm starting to lose my voice. I really need to go and get a drink after I'm done with this tour. But yeah, this is where I'm containing all this. I don't know when I got that. I'm realizing this, right? I genuinely don't know when I did that. I think I went to like a bastion or something. This is like a little drill thing. It has no purpose other than aesthetics. This is my stone storage. Like stone deep slate and whatever is gonna go over here. What did I do? What did I say? I don't know what I said. Anyways, this is without a doubt one of the worst buildings I've ever made. Oh, like water or a soda, not alcohol. I am very happy with this area. I really like this spot. I think the tuff throws it off a little bit. Like if I was to redo this, I'd actually probably just find a different block than tuff, maybe like andesite or something, just because it matches the colors a little bit more. But I do really like this little area. This area I do not. That one I do. This is like my sawmill thing. It is a build that is not good at all. It has some parts that I do like. I was experimenting a lot with this design, and I do like some of it. This is like a garage door type thing, and I tried out a new thing for that, and I kind of like that bit. I like the garage door bit of it. Words aren't wording. Like that. It's kind of like a little bench thing for the logs to be transported over here. There's supposed to be a minecart, and I don't know. I think it's stuck here, and I don't know how I'm gonna get that out of there. It just stops sometimes when I leave, which is always a little annoying. So yeah, basically I put the wood in this chest, the minecart comes and picks it up and then takes it to the smelter. And then this is supposed to be like a conveyor belt type thing that I think just looks a little obtrusive. And they're one of those things that I probably would have put a little more effort into if I was designing it now. And build with shelves make it 2 times better than without. I do agree with that. I've been using shelves a lot recently. This is my crane. Basically, the idea is that if this was longer and in a different position entirely, it would drop you down into the cave there. But because that's not how anything works in Minecraft without a lot of redstone, it is just kind of where my water elevator is. You can't get in that crane. It is pretty much like inaccessible. But I'm pretty happy with the design. It looks better in my build world because I designed the build before I had Litematica installed on this world. And then I just like took a bunch of screenshots and copied it over, and it looked way better on there than it does in here. But I think I did my best given the fact that I was using just the worst photos. Never let me take photos. It's not good. Like my little observatory thing. Gab, you have seen this because you helped me design the outside and I think a bit of the inside too. He says you did that. I'm worried that he's for sure about to do an insult. I don't trust him at all. This is like an observatory. I helped you build that. Yeah. So yeah, this is a build that I don't come in very often. I've actually been coming into it more as I've been doing the Storage Valley projects, because all of this is from episode 2 of that, which is still not out, just to be clear. It will be at a certain point. None of these chests will ever be used. This is kind of an abandoned build now that I have the stone storage room, but I still like it. I think it adds some charm to this little area. I think we go up next. Next we have our sheep farm. I just don't... Before we get to the sheep farm, I don't want to hear anything about this build. I know it looks bad. I don't care. I needed wool, and the thing I was using the wool for just doesn't super work with it. So I'm a little annoyed with this one. This concept will be what did I just do? Open files. This concept, on God, what the block palette? This concept will be reshaped in the future because I have an idea for a better sheep farm. It's just I don't care right now. I like the idea of what I was doing here. It just doesn't work. It just you have to get to a certain point where you just admit that it doesn't make any sense, and this is that point. This is just not a good build. I think the interior is fine. The exterior is terrible. The interior is just okay. Of course, though, the moment I finish this build, Mojang is like, by the way, guys, we're adding wool stairs that you can color all of the different wool colors. So the idea here is that these stairs match the colors of like the areas that they represent. So of course, the moment I finish this build where there is not any stairs that match like green or the various blues besides warped, the moment I finish that, they tell us all that. So that's just amazing. Yeah, not a build that I'm super proud of, but it'll do the job for now until I can make a better one. This is like my smelting building. I was experimenting with diagonal buildings, which this is also not amazing. It's okay, I guess. I don't hate the like gradient, not really gradient, but I don't hate the mixture of tough and andesite. Best interior so far. I am pretty proud of this interior. I for sure work better with cramped spaces than I do with large open ones. That is just how I operate as a builder. So this is for sure my better one, like one of my better ones. Then we get the office. I would yell it like I was told to by Johnny, but exterior is disgusting. Exterior is not great, I'll give you that. Then we have the office. I would yell it, but my voice hurts, so I'm very happy with this build. I'm very proud of it. I think it looks really nice. Still have not used it. This is supposed to be a map room, and I did all of this just for this map room. I don't even think I have a map on this world besides my mini map. Same thing up here. I was supposed to like start journaling things and like start filling this like the office space with documentation of the world, and I have just not even gotten, like, I have not even considered starting that. With a disgusting yellow block palette. What? Oh, the bamboo in there. It's not really a yellow block palette, but I guess we can say that. Let me come all the way around the office because cutting through the alleyway is just not allowed. We get Storage Valley, which is still ongoing. I'm glad that it seems that the wheat is finally starting to grow. We're probably gonna start, like, if I can actually... Have you built that all by yourself? It looks amazing. Thank you. I mean, most of it's, I think, by myself. I don't think any of the designs are, like, taken straight from other things. For sure, inspiration in some of these designs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all myself. And for sure tell the builds that I was like the dome above the mine. Oh, this dome. I thought you were talking about this dome. That's barely a dome. This is the dome. You can for sure tell the builds that I was like, I just need to wrap this one up quickly. I just need this building done. It's like there's this one, and then there's that one, and then there's that monstrosity. But yeah, the Storage Valley project is doing pretty good right now, in my opinion. I think it's starting to come along now that I've actually... that's kind of annoying. I think it's starting to come along now that I have started doing like the wheat fields on the side. Wow, that was a crazy frame drop. That was weird. I'm still very happy with this storage room. I think it's fun. I think it's quaint. Do I have anything I need in here? No. I don't know why my frames are dropping so bad. This is a really annoying song. That's what this song is? You're DDoSing me? Nah, don't do that. Mildly annoying. What are your plans for the podcast? Like, yeah, the music was just whistling. I don't know what the deal was with that. Before I do podcast plans, I'm gonna go get water or like some drink or something because I'm dying. I'll be back, but I gotta go get that first. Yeah, like I guess I could just say that I'm parched, but saying that I'm parched sounds, in my opinion, a little weird. When's the last time anyone has ever heard someone say, "Oh, I'm simply parched. I'm parched of thirst," which isn't how you say that word. What was the thing I was gonna talk about? All right, podcast. Of course, my dog starts barking. Plans for the podcast, I'd say is just our like communication quality needs to improve at a certain point because like I think one of our biggest issues right now is that we are all not like talking with each other as much as we probably need to be. And it's not me saying that it's like, oh, it's like they're just not doing very good. It's just a matter of like, it's been a long time since Subminer has been on a podcast. I don't think Johnny's ever been on a podcast, like not to this extent. So it's all things that like we need to figure out, and I'm not acting like I am immune to the issues because there are also things I need to work out. It's like like our games, I need to get better at making the games. 100%. Episode 3's game, that one's pretty good in my opinion. But even then, it's like one good game is not enough, especially to keep things going. But I also need to start thinking about more stuff for us to do. Just because, it's like most of these episodes recently have been taken up by games. And I'm like, there's not a necessary issue with that. It's just I would like us to do more during the weeks. Or, yeah, during the episodes. Like, I think there's more that we could be doing, and therefore I would like us to try to start doing more. But all that comes with time, so it's for sure just gonna be a constant work at us just doing better at various things and improving our skills. But yeah, as far as like new content and stuff, I don't have a ton of ideas on that. Like as far as I like know, with the fact that this is all still an ongoing process, our style isn't gonna change at any point. I don't think. Like we're not gonna completely undo the style of the podcast at any point unless we like have to or something. But for sure, more things just to like fill the time and stuff because I'd rather it not be like 15 minutes of the various segments and then just games for the rest. Just because I want us to be able to do more stuff than that. But it's all going to come with time, so we'll have to see on that. But yeah, I'm curious how this is going to go with just 2 people, since Johnny's not going to be there this week. Very curious on that. Little worried too. Because the first time it's just going to be 2 of us. But we will have to see. See how it goes. Either way, no matter how it ends up, that episode 4 is going to be a learning experience for us. So. It's in like the bottom of my right monitor has just been Mario from Super Mario Sunshine just like sitting on a bench. It's just been that for about an hour now, I think. About 40 minutes. It's very weird. Completely forgot that I was trying to get my silverfish XP farm set back up. Yay! Hey. Have some water as much as I can, and I instantly ran out of space. Come back, water bottles. Oh, I wanna do this real quick. I was right. That is, oh god. What have I done? Come back, water bottles. What happens when your inventory is a mess? Welcome back. I need to get mending on this. Luckily, I'm not at a point that like I super need it for any of my tools. All right, and now I'm just gonna wait. I guess I could just get to chat while I wait on these things. I'm trying to think of what else has been going on. Oh, I went to Books A Million today because it was new manga release day. Like you're smacking chests with a sword. I mean, I guess it kind of looks like that. Basically, because chests aren't a full block, there's like that pixel area where mobs can be seen, and that's basically what you use to like hit the silverfish with at least this design of this farm. Because the water, there's like water back here, like a water source block here. And then the silverfish come out of the armadillos with the infestation potions as they get hurt by the campfire. And the water pushes them into this pool over here. And then as they gather at the pool, I can just smack them. And then they die and give me XP. Pretty good cheap XP farm. Took me a while to set up because of all the armadillos, but still pretty good. I went to BAM because it's new manga release day. 4 current series that I'm reading got updated today. I go there. And it's probably like 10:30, maybe close to 11. And I get there, and I'm like, all right, so I'm looking for these things, and I just don't see them. They're just nowhere to be found. They're nowhere in the area where BAM usually keeps like their big new series and stuff, because they've kind of just relegated that to being like, here are the things that are selling well right now, so here you go. It's like, I don't see any of those things. I was like, that was weird. But I didn't see them, and I was like, okay, maybe they're just on a new display. So I go back up to the front area, I see this display, and it's like, new and noteworthy manga. And I'm like, all right, here we go. And then it's like, here's volume 1 of a few series. I'm like, that's not helpful in the slightest to me. So like, after a while of looking around, I'm like, I don't think they're out yet. Like, I don't think they're out here. But I'm looking online, and it says they're in stock at my store. So I go up to the guy, and first off, like, my Books A Million does not have a clear point where a line begins, so that's always confusing. And there were a lot of people in there, like the first time ever. I have never seen that many people at my Books A Million. Like, there's a lot of people in there, and I'm trying to like get in line so I can talk to this cashier. And then this lady walks up. This like is a pretty older woman. She walks up, and then she just like when the person who's being checked out, they leave. And then she just goes in front of me and just walks up to the cashier. Now, I was like kind of off at a distance, so I don't super blame her. But I was visibly annoyed by this. Like, the cashier caught me like shaking my head in shock at this lady just walking on up there as if I wasn't there. I'm sure she just did not see me, but it was still annoying. So anyways, she gets taken care of, and as she's walking up there, she's like, oh, I just have a few things for my sick grandchild. I'm like, oh, dang it, lady. She's like, yes, he had surgery. Like, yeah, making me feel real bad right now for being pissed off. So, you know, random old lady at Books A Million made me feel like a dick. But anyways, she leaves, did not have a whole lot. She gets checked out at the counter, and then I walk up there, and I'm like, hey, man, I am looking for some books, and I ain't finding them. So I have to, like, list out the 4 books, and he's like, all right, so what are you looking for? I'm like, Ichi the Witch, Volume 3. He's like, all right, he's going through that, and he's like, what's the next one? Ghost in Witch, Volume 2. And he's just like, are all of these books related to witches? And I'm like, no, I swear it's not the case. I know it seems like that, because it might as well be, but it's not the case. They're not all related to witches, just half of them. So I get my books, and, well, actually, I didn't get the books immediately. I had to wait for the guy to go, like, fetch them from the back. And I know it sounds like I'm complaining here. I'm going to tell you, one of the nicest Books A Million employees I have ever had to talk with at my Books A Million. Like, genuinely made my day, because I had not been having a very good day. Maybe it was maybe the lady was lying, or maybe she wasn't. If she was, that's just crazy. God bless her grandson. I hope he's better now. For people who do that, though, I don't think there was any malicious intent. I like, hang on, let me see if I can open. That's stupid. Block. Let me see if I can like show you what I'm talking about when I got that taken care of. All right. Let me open MS Paint. All right. So like, let me show you what I'm talking about here, because I genuinely don't think there was any ill intention here. Okay, so let's say this is the counter, right? We got the counter right here. The guy is probably like here somewhere. It's not that far away, but like, we'll just say this is the area that the cashier was stationed at. So for some random reason, there's just a bunch of junk along the counter. There's like a bunch of crap right here that's just no one ever uses. It's just a bunch of junk. And then all like behind the counter, there's random sections just filled with stuff. It's just of random varieties, just filled with things. I being like, okay, well, because here's a shelf. There's like a row of shelves along here. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna stand behind this person because right here was a different lady. There was a lady who was having her items checked out. I was like, okay, I'm not just gonna stand behind the lady because I don't know how long it's gonna take. So I walk all the way over here. So I'm on this side, just kind of in the corner, just waiting. Now Grandma comes up. Grandma's like here. She stood behind the lady. So here's what I'm thinking. There are odds that she did not see me. Because even though this is not an accurate depiction of what this room looks like, the line of sight just does not work. There's a high chance that she did not see me. There's a chance that she did and simply did not care. But also, like, there is a chance she did not. Because I don't even think she glanced in my direction once. But that's what I mean. So there's for sure a chance that just is what happened. Did not change the fact that I was a little annoyed, but the guy made up for it because he was very good at his job. I mean, it's like you know when some places they're giving you their seat and they're like, yeah, down here's a QR code, you can scan this and like write a review or something, and they're like, you know, if I did a good job, mention my name. And I always love when they're like, if I did a good job, mention my name. If I didn't, please don't. Please just don't say anything about me specifically. They like start crossing out their name at the bottom. It's like, I was not. Actually, if you had a bad experience today, Jonathan is the one that helped you, not me. So it's like the guy did a very good job. I was such a good job that I was like, I am honest to God probably gonna write a review about this guy and be like, he was amazing, just because he was very helpful, which is not always a given there. So that always makes me happy when they're like really good employees there. Yeah, that was my BAM experience. And you go to like the UPS store because my mom was like, yeah, I need to make a return. And I was like, so how do I do this return thing? She's like, so basically you're gonna walk up there and you're gonna be like, I need to return something, and then that's that. And I was like, okay. Because here's my logic behind the confusion here. That is the simplest explanation of anything ever. And I'm like returning an item. My experiences with anything postal related has never been as simple as you walk in, say you're doing something, and then you do it. It's never been that simple. I don't think it ever will be that simple again. So I walk up there, I have this paper, and I'm like, I'm trying to return this thing. He's like, all right, do you have like a packaging? Because like we have bags, but you'll have to pay for the bag. And I was like, oh, well, I mean, I have a box, but I actually took this item out of the box and left the box in my car because I actually didn't think you wanted it in the box. And he was like, no, I actually really need it in the box. And I was like, that is so annoying for me. So I had to go back out to my car and get this stupid box for this shirt that I was returning, or my mom was returning, I guess. So that was mildly annoying. But that ended up being fine too. And then I got McDonald's. Fastest service I have ever received at McDonald's, by the way. I'm not kidding. I think it's just because I go like at very random hours sometimes. So I think they're always kind of like off their game when I go at random times. Because honestly, anyone is. I work in food service. Like the people that I work with are kind of off their games when it's really slow, and then it like suddenly picks up. So it's like if you're just in the group of things being busy, I'm sure it's easier just to like get stuff done. All right, I think this is all good. That is, I can deal with that being the case. Is everything over here okay though? I think so. All right, so now we have to fill this entire area in with wheat, and I genuinely don't have enough seeds for that. And yet I think we'll be fine. But just to give myself that extra boost, because I really don't want to harvest like the full field over there. I went the wrong way. It's gonna be unfortunate. Did I make it? Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, I made it. Let's go. We can just come over here and get some wheat. I can get that taken care of. Mojang really needs to add an enchantment that just like auto replants things. Like I'm sure they have their reasoning as to why they don't. It's because I don't think Mojang super cares for automation in this game. Just because there are certain things that they don't really give you an amazing way to automate. Like I'm sure they don't like that, but I really wish they would just add something that lets you do that. I don't have seeds in here. I went in here really hoping that I had seeds. And I don't think I do. I don't. That's a little unfortunate. When I was at McDonald's though, like I placed my order, and then the woman over the speaker was just like, "All right, the first window." And I'm just like, okay." Didn't tell me my total or anything. So I get up to the first window. They're like, "All right, $15." So I was like, "I hope." I have no way of knowing. It's like for a solid few minutes, I was just thinking, I really hope this is the right order, and that I didn't just pay $15 for not the right thing. And I'm like, and then I'm gonna have to be that guy during the lunch rush at McDonald's who has to walk in there and be like, you made my McDonald's order wrong. This is not what I wanted. Also, I need a refund because I paid for $15 and it wasn't my food. I did not want to be that guy. Confrontation is not my thing. I did not want to have to do that. Luckily, I didn't. It was very good. The fries were like fresh, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I never thought this day would come. I don't remember the last time I was at McDonald's and like the fries were actually hot. Yeah, see how quickly we're running out of seeds here. I think I am gonna have to harvest that field. Yep. Where's that I had fortune? I guess I could probably get fortune on my hoe. Because I do think I have some fortune books. I grow all my levels. Jeez. Well, actually, I'm kind of glad that Gav asked for a world tour. Just because I had not done that. I don't know if I was ever gonna do a world tour. That was never like in my cards of things, but I'm sure like at 500 days, I probably would have done a 500-day world tour. Oh, the Digital Circus movie comes out this week. I am so excited. I got tickets for Sunday. So it's gonna be work and then straight to the Digital Circus movie. I'm very excited. I have faith that this series can end well. I am like positively optimistic. And at the same time, I cannot help but be a little worried. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm a prominent hater of the Murder Drones ending. Yes. What do you think about the other episodes of the Digital Circus? I really like pretty much this entire show. Except for like the early episodes. This show really struggled for me at the start. Episode 1, I think, is a very good pilot, and then episode 2 does literally nothing. It is just filler. I have seen it about 5 times now, and I still don't know what the point of the episode is. Because like it introduces a very cool character in Gummy Goo, and then they kill Gummy Goo, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, what is the point of that? Like, why would you make Gummy Goo? Like, he does nothing. I almost broke that. It's like that bit has really annoyed me for a very long time, and I am very vocal about that. Like, my episode 2 review is still up, and I do not like it as an episode. I think it's still really bad. I was showing my mom and grandma Digital Circus because I think it's one of those shows that is, as time has gone on, has gotten mature enough that I think people who are unfamiliar with like the very wacky cartoon style of things like could still deal with like a little bit of an extra push just to help them like the show. And it's like watching that episode again, I'm like, this still does nothing, and that still really annoys me, and I am very vocal about that. At the same, how the heck did this even happen? But at the same time, I still like most of the episodes of the show. Like, I think after episode 2, it only gets better. Like, episode 3 has some really good moments. I had to rewatch episode 3 to like understand those good moments, just because I hadn't watched it since it came out, and then I was watching it again, and I was like, this is a good episode. I was like, I'll give them this one. I was wrong about this episode. Episode 4 is really good. It's finally like starts that direction of where the show stops becoming filler. Episode 5 is also really good. Episode 6 is really good. Episode 7 is really good. Episode 8 is actually incredible. I mean, Kane's VA, just insane performance. I'm so excited for this movie. Not even because of the finale at this point. I'm excited because the movie version is episodes 8 and 9, and I cannot wait to see that performance on a big screen. Like, it was sick on my phone, and it's gonna be sick on a TV, and I'm so excited for that. But it's like, I like this show a lot, and I'm just very worried about the ending of it. I don't trust this after not Digital Circus, after Murder Drones. I don't trust it. I am just... Did you love the song? I actually don't care for the song. It's not because it's bad. It's just like my preference. I don't super love it. I've had conversations with someone about this because I like the start of the song. I like the start of it, and then he starts torturing them, and the pacing of the song gets like completely thrown off, and that's when they lose me. But I still have to give credit to Kane's VA. I don't know how to say his last name. That's why I can just keep saying Kane's VA. I know his name. I just don't know how to say it. I have to give credit to him because he's doing an impression. Like, he's doing his Kane voice. It's not really an impression. He kind of constructed the voice, I imagined, to a certain extent. But he's doing an impression, and he's singing it, and it's like, I have to give him props for that because that's a hard thing to do. Try and sing any song, even if you're like not a good singer. Try and sing any song with an impression. It's just 8 times harder. So like, I have to give him credit for that. But no, I don't love the song. It's a fun song to hear every once in a while, but it was not one that I was like, I'm gonna add this to my playlist. It's like very musically talented voice actor. He's very good. I just think the pacing of the song gets ruined for me at a certain point in it, and that kind of is what throws it off for me. Which is just my own personal preference thing. I hate this so much. It's like absolutely nothing against the VAs or anyone that like made that song. It's just simply it was like the pacing of it. It was just not for me. But it's like I think Sunminer has it in his playlist. I think it's like he really liked it. I know people who do really like that song. I just couldn't really get into it. Still love the start of it though. It's just when a song is like I only like half of the song, it's hard for me to say I want to listen to the song a lot. And that is just my issues with it. All very minuscule ones, still a pretty fun song. Here's another thing we need to work on with farming in Minecraft. Stop making it so I drop one block and they're like, yep, it's gone. I'm like, why? How else was I supposed to move? I don't have any other options in this game but to drop. And it's like if I crouch jump, that's like guaranteed destruction there. Oh, by the way, I'm just now realizing that this worked. This like canal type thing, that did work. It didn't look good, but it worked. Yeah, I'm very excited. My mom is coming to see the movie with me. I was gonna try and see it with some friends, but all of the friends that have seen the Digital Circus and want to see it in theaters aren't available this week or that day. And I was like, well, dang, that sucks. Mom, do you want to go? And she's like, I guess. She forgot that we had tickets. We were we were waiting for Mandalorian to start. We were watching the ads, and they started playing the Digital Circus ad, which was already hype, just because it's one of those like this movie being in theaters is such a win for indie animation, which is also why all the drama about it is so sad for me to see. Because like this is such an accomplishment for Glitch. And so many people are like, oh my god, I can't believe you would abandon the YouTube audience. It's like, guys, it's literally coming out on YouTube for free 2 weeks later. Calm down. They're like, I can't believe this. Not all of us can go see it. And then it got leaked online. And I'm like, you can all see it now. You don't get to complain with that one anymore. It's right there. It's actually free if you don't want to support small studios. But she like forgot that we had tickets for it. Cause she and I talked about it like a lot. Cause I was like, do you want to go see this movie? Cause none of my friends can go see it. And it's like, we'll get like 2 tickets and all the things for it. And she was like, I mean, I guess. And then we saw the trailer and she's like, do we have tickets for that? I was like, we've had tickets for months. Like, we've had tickets for so long. And she was like, oh, I didn't know that. My dad was like, why does she not know about that? I'm like, I have no idea. But yeah, I'm very excited about that. I really hope they just don't screw it up. But it's like, it's an hour-long finale episode. They are literally giving it an hour to properly wrap up, which I think is the biggest issue with the Murder Drones ending, which is why I'm not as worried. I hate this so much. This is actually so aggravating. I drop 1 block and they're like, and gone. Well, it's like one of the issues with the Murder Drones finale. How am I supposed to drop? Can't even think, guys. How am I supposed to drop? Like, let's try this out. Am I supposed to do it like this? No. How am I supposed to do it? It breaks every single time. Am I just supposed to walk? Like, don't stop? Yeah. No, it doesn't work either. We have to test this out until I figure it out. I think it's just you just have to walk. Like you can't stop and think about it. You just have to keep walking. What was I saying? Right, murder drones. Like the murder drones finale is so terrible. Jeez. I know there are people who like it. It is such a like slap in the face to the series. Because almost every big decision, or not, I mean, not every big decision, but like, I'm gonna lose it if this stupid farmland breaks one more time because I simply walked. Like the, I think no, it's V, isn't it? V is her name, I think. I'm pretty sure her name's V. I think J is the annoying one. Ooh, no, I think I'm right. V's death being undone in the finale is the biggest insult to this series. Because her death is by far one of the best moments in this show. Like, it is such a hype moment, even if it is a very sad moment. Because it has Eternal Dream, which is a really good song. Like, it is such a cool moment. And then they said, by the way, she's back. Also, she made friends with the dinosaurs. And I'm like, what? So that doesn't make any sense. They made a villain too powerful. Like, Sin is too strong of a character. And then they were like, Uzi, we need you to Sukuna Sin. And Uzi was like, what does that even mean? And they said, we just need you to eat Sin, and that'll solve our problems. And she was like, okay. So then they Sukuna Sin. And it was really stupid. Like, that pissed me off too. Made zero sense. And they were like, all right, show's over. I'm like, what do you mean show's over? We have like an interdimensional being, like a planet level threat, possibly universe level threat. Just like we can just eat that, be fine. That's how we resolve this one. We just eat Sin. Like, it pissed me off so much. But I think the fact that it's an hour-long episode, it gives me hope that it will be a good episode, like finale type thing. Because the fact that it's an hour long means that I have way more time to do all this stuff, and not like have to rush the ending. Which I wonder if that was something that they had planned from the beginning. Like, I wonder how much of this show they had planned from the beginning. Because I'm sure it was like a lot of it. Because they said, yeah, there is no season 2. So I'm sure a good majority of it was planned. But like, I wonder if I don't know what the actual reception of the Digital Circus, sorry, the Murder Drones finale, I don't know what the reception of it is, but I wonder if like Gooseworks was like, they kind of had to rush this ending a bit because they weren't doing a season 2. So I'm gonna have to make this longer. I wonder if that was the thought process, but then that's just me speculating a lot, so I don't actually know. I don't have the insider knowledge, so. But yeah, I'm hoping that it's good. If it's good, I'll either say it on a stream or a video at a certain point, or you will hear it in the podcast. I was very excited that Minecraft Live is happening, because it meant that I didn't have to come up with a game for episode 4. Because I have still not come up with one that just me and Tom Hunter can do. So I was very happy about that. So for those of you who listen to the Crafted Table podcast, episode 4, just I guess spoiler right now, we are going to be talking about Minecraft Live. There will not be a game in episode 4 because that slot will be filled by Minecraft Live. I have a lot of opinions about Minecraft Live. They're not like good opinions, but when are they ever? By good opinions, I mean they're not nice, Mojang. But again, when are they ever? It's like there was one bit in the Minecraft Live, and I'm just gonna say it now because I'm probably gonna forget about it. Where they brought like Scott, and I don't know what Scott's YouTube channel name is, but I know who he is. Oh. My sister already watched the finale and it was actually good. I'm not gonna spoil anything for you, but I just want to let you know that it was a good ending. Okay. No, yeah, don't be spoiling nothing. I know that it got leaked, and I also it's not out yet. Yeah, I imagine because of the leak. I put that away, didn't I? Yeah, don't be spoiling nothing. Oh yeah, Scott. So like they showed off the new thing in Minecraft Live. I'm gonna tell y'all, it's a forest. I'm not gonna act like this is a secret. I was about to be like, I don't want to say what it is, because it's like I'm gonna talk about it on the podcast. It's like everyone's seen this for multiple days, so I don't know why I was about to start doing that. The forest thing, Scott sees it and he's like, "Wow, that is super cool," and I'm like, "No, it isn't, Josh." Scott's like, "That is the coolest thing you all have ever made." I don't know why I'm making Scott Scottish a little bit. But he's like, "That is so awesome." And I'm like, "It is just not, Scott. It's really boring, is what it is." Let's quit acting like this is the best thing since sliced bread. But I love that man's reaction. Man was being held at gunpoint at Minecraft Live. I don't know where the sun is. I can't see it. Oh, jeez. I don't have any seeds. I can't finish the thing. Okay, this is actually fine. This is okay. This gives me time to do project. This is a good spot. This is a spot that I don't think is actually going to be used for anything, and I can get seeds. You need Mr. Sun to shine down on you? I do. I need Mr. Sun. I need him to come back. I need like the Soul Eater Sun to just appear. If you guys ever watched Soul Eater, you'll get that joke, and if you have not, then my bad for telling jokes that you need references for. I'll record that. I have to feed my dog. Alright, I'm gonna go feed the dog. I will be back in a few minutes. Yeah, I agree. Music, that was weird. Parappa the Rapper? Okay. Enjoy Parappa the Rapper, I guess. I don't know. I'll be back. come back to? I leave for a few minutes, and my chat has been spammed with face red droopy eyes. Jesus. It's absurd. Alright, I think I have time for like one more project here, and then I'm gonna have to head out, because I have to be at a restaurant. Basically, what we're gonna put in here is a small netherwort farm, just so I have a way to actually grow that. And I think considering the fact that it's like right next to this, we're probably just gonna use stone blocks. So I'm gonna go get my stone and my stone cutter from this building. But we are for sure gonna need more than that, which is not good. Which is absolutely terrible for me. Go down here, like, get a stack. I don't really need that much. I don't know why this is so slow. I gotta get to where I've been mining things out. I really need to get a beacon at a certain point. I've been mining out so many, like, cliff sides that I'm just like, please let it be over. So even with, like, efficiency 5, I don't think you can insta-mine. This is efficiency 5, right? Oh, this is. Is this insta-mine? I mean, like, it's pretty darn close, but even then, it's still not insta-mine. It's like, I can't even insta-mine stone. But that went a little close. Alright, we're gonna make 4 of these. Okay, so that's 8, 14. What do I get for one of these? Just one, of course. Alright, and then in the middle here, we're gonna get the nether wart. However, the most pressing issue is the fact that I don't actually think I have any soul sand. Please tell me I do. No? No? Okay. That's... Yeah, that's really annoying. To the nether! I don't know where my soul sand valley is. There it is. I'm just teleporting. To be completely honest with you all right now, I teleport a lot in the nether. I don't care. Here's my logic behind it. People use waypoint mods all the time. If I had the waypoint mod, you all would be like, oh, that's perfectly normal. It's the same thing. I guess I don't have an XP cost. I'm actually gonna grab you while I'm here. Because I never know when I might need that. I also use waypoint teleports all the time. I just hate nether travel. I don't feel bad about traveling. I'll feel bad about teleporting in the nether. I'll feel bad about teleporting in the overworld. I'll feel bad about that. Nether travel is just so terrible. All the time. What's that? Oh, it's that. That ominous light. Right, nether wart. There's no way Minecraft. I just use cheats, to be honest. I install mods. I don't even do things correctly. I think it's one of those things that's like, that's just one of those cheats that is not that big of a deal. Do I seriously not have like any nether wart? Did I really use all of it? Oh no, I think some of it's in here. It is not in here. I just lied to myself. That is terrible. That's annoying. This is gonna be a really slow process for this farm. But I did not use all of that nether wart. Yikes. All right, and we're back to the stair issues. Oh my god. My stone cutter. As a lesson, kids, this is why you always have your mob sounds on. Yes, I'm not filling in all that hole. Did it like break anything I was actively using? No, it did not, except the stone cutter. The stone cutter actually annoys me. That one sounds pretty frustrating. How do I make a stone cutter again? That's annoying. Not impossible, but you know, annoying nonetheless. You still plan on doing daily streams daily? No, my banner is a lie. Don't believe my banner. It is a lie. I don't have time to do daily streams. With the concurrent classes, I don't think you were here for the concurrent classes. I'm doing like college concurrent classes this summer. With those and everything else I got going on, I do not have time to do daily stream. I did not mean to do that at all, and that actually irks me so much. So that's like 3, 6. Yeah, no time to be doing that. I wish I did, but I simply don't. I'll try and do streams whenever I can. Like today, I just had some college stuff to get done, and then that was pretty much it. So it's like streams whenever I can, but I don't have time to be doing them very often. Like I'm also volunteering on some days, and then I have work on the weekends for the most part. So just too many things to be doing during the week that I can't guarantee daily streams. But yeah, I really will try to stream more during the weekdays when I can. I'm trying to stream on the weekends just because I'm so tired. Like a lot of my video recordings are from the weekends, and you can tell because I sound just dead inside. It's because I got off a 7-hour shift, where I was on my feet all day, and I'm just tired at the end of it. All right, I'm going to get inside where it is safe. And wrap this up because I have got to get going. But really quick, I mean, let's look at the progress because I mean, I'm going to tell you this nether wart farm that we just built is actually probably the most useful thing that we've done all day. Yeah, this right here, that's not growing at all. Hello, zombie, I'm killing you now. We got that done, and we got this wheat farm going right here. I mean, it's not really a wheat farm, but like the wheat pastures. I think they'll look really good. We can go into like recam. I think they look good right now, and I think they're gonna look even better when it's fully grown. I would love to get like mud path built through here. Like get some like kind of run down pathways over here. I think that would look great. But yeah. Still a lot of progress to do on there. These next bits will be a lot easier to do when all of this is grown. That's probably gonna be something I'm doing off camera. I don't know what my next stream project will be. Real quick, if you guys have not answered the poll, go answer the poll on my community post page. Because for the next streams, if you guys want to see something specific, I have a few options on there. Go cast your vote on that if you've not already, because that will help me see what you all want to get out of these streams. I'm pretty happy with this little area. I think it's cozy for being another rope farm. It's like not the most official thing, but also you can't really do a lot of decoration for it. It's literally meant to be in the dark. So, but yeah, that's gonna have to be it for today. We're joined by the happy guest at the end. Hello, friend. I don't have a name for the happy guest. If you guys just have a name, I guess on like a video somewhere. Comment a name idea for the happy guest, because I don't have one right now. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you all so much for coming to today's stream. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all had a good time. I will see you all at some point. Podcast episode on Thursday. Yeah, that's podcast episode on Thursday. New video coming out at some point. I have yet to edit it or start editing it, but it's coming out at a certain point whenever I finally get the chance to buckle down and start that process. Thank you so much. Thank you, Xeon, for coming in. Thank you, Miko, for coming in at the start of the stream. Thank you, Gab, for coming in about halfway through the stream. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you all later. Goodbye.